I'm Clint Grover with Never Done Industries, and today we're going to talk about driving the Never Done Alero in the snow. Alright, so for any of you guys who have your own YouTube channels, you guys know that content is king. You've always got to be coming up with new content, new pictures, videos, all that kind of stuff. Not only for your YouTube channel, but for your various social media channels and things like that, your websites, whatever. Anyway, so we're always trying to come up with new stuff, and usually it's not really that hard because, truth be told, I'm always doing automotive something, whether it's doing an upgrade, a repair, or just doing crazy shit. I have a tendency to do that, you may have noticed. Anyway, so this time around, it's winter here in Idaho and it's cold as shit, and there's a little bit of snow. There's like an inch of snow, and it would have made the most sense to grab one of the trucks. You know, we've got a 71 Ford, a 72 Ford, 78 Ford, a 2005 Ford, 2011 Ford. We've got a bunch of Ford trucks, right? And so it would have made sense to grab one of those, but not me. So I decided that what we'd do is we'd have a little bit of fun and we'd drag the Alero out and see how it would do in the snow. And I already kind of knew it's got Z-rated tires on it, and that's a street tire, like a high-speed street tire. It's got shitty traction for, you know, wet traction's okay, but ice and snow, there's none. It also has a 5-speed manual transmission, so I knew I was going to have a little bit of control over, you know, my ability to find traction with those gears. But either way, I knew it was going to be kind of a crapshoot, but most importantly, it was going to be fun. And so I had my kids over, and we decided we were going to go out and have some fun in the Alero. And so I had my oldest boy out there helping me do some of the filming, and you know, he went and rode with me when we were spinning some of the cookies and stuff. And you know, that was not only fun, but it's also a memory that he'll be able to have, you know, with him forever. And that when he watches these videos, he'll be able to say, oh yeah, I was in that one with my dad. And so that's kind of cool. But anyway, it very, very rarely do we not run into some kind of a stupid little thing that happens when we're trying to make a video or we're trying to accomplish pretty much anything automotive related. And this time was no exception. The very first thing that we wanted to do is we wanted to get out and get some B-roll footage of just the ice and the snow and all that crap. And so I'm out there with the video camera, and it was right around 0 degrees. And the video camera doesn't like that crap. It likes to be warmer, and so it's kind of being noisy and stuff as I'm going along. And I'm out there trying not to shake as I'm filming this crap. And anyway, we get going through some of this stuff, and then it's time to start the Alero. And my plan was I was just going to fire it up and then go tearing off, spin the tires and wrapping it up and popped it off the rev limiter and stuff. Well, it didn't work like that. And so this is what happened here. As you can see, it didn't want to start because it was cold outside, and so obviously we couldn't use that footage for anything. So I started it up, let it run for a little while, and let it get warmed up and everything, and then we went out and we went ahead and you know, kind of went for it. And I've got my oldest son, he's 12 right now. He's out there holding the video camera, and I'm trying to come power sliding in a front wheel drive, mind you, trying to come power sliding in fast enough that it's going to look cool, and I've got the front tire spinning so that it's going to throw up snow, but slow enough that I'm not going to, you know, accidentally overshoot it and run my kid over. And so anyway, we ended up doing that a whole bunch of times, and it worked like this. And so obviously that wasn't very cool, and we had to redo it a bunch of times. And what we ended up doing is eventually we ended up just leaving the camera there and letting it run like that. And then later on I had my girlfriend come out and help me the next day, because you know, we were having such a hard time the first day getting anything done and that. But one of the funny things was that as we were going along, we've got the camera set up on this corner, and this is all just done in my backyard. And I've got this like a little circle driveway kind of area around a fire pit, and I'm just trying to drive around it as fast as I can. Well, I can't find any traction, and so I'm going like 12 miles an hour. And then as soon as I come around the corner, I'm pulling the e-brake and, you know, giving it the throttle, and so it's just kind of sliding and stuff, and we're making a bunch of noise in that. Well, we've got a bunch of cats out here. We live out in the country. We've got a bunch of cats out here that came with the property when I bought it, and this stupid thing is, we're out there, we finally get this cool angle, we finally get this spot that I think is going to work really well for us, and the damn cat comes into the freaking frame. And so at first I was thinking, you know what, we're not going to be able to use this. This sucks, you know, we finally get a cool shot and this stupid cat ruins it. Well, we ended up kind of thinking it was funny, and so right now in the rough draft, that's where this is all at. It's all put together in the rough draft, and I've sent it off to Jeff. Jeff's my business partner, Never Done. He's the guy that puts all the videos together, all the ones that look cool. He probably did that. And so anyway, so he's got that, and we're going to see if that one ends up making the final cut or not. I don't know if it is. I sent it to him with it in there because I thought it was kind of funny. I put a little meow noise and stuff over it, but we'll see if that one ends up making the final cut or not. And so anyway, so we got the cat going. We got no traction. You know, we've got cold weather and you know, Z-rated tires, all this stuff. So anyway, so we're out there, and we finally get a couple of cool shots of the car coming around the corner. And it doesn't look like very much from outside the vehicle, but from inside the vehicle, it feels like shit's going wild, right? Like, it feels like it's way more out of control than what it really is. And so I'm thinking inside the car, I'm thinking, yeah, we got it, you know, this is really cool. And then I come in and look at the footage, and it's really not that exciting. So we ended up going back out a second day and just decided, you know what, we're just going to have to step it up a little bit. We still have to be safe. We still have to not crash the Alero or any of the people involved or anything like that, but we've got to get it a little bit better. And we got a little bit more snow overnight, so that was helpful. And anyway, so we go out and we're kind of doing the same things, and we get a couple of really cool shots, some slow motion stuff, like as I'm sideways kind of coming toward the camera, and we got one sort of cool thing. I've seen a lot of guys do this, and I keep trying to do it. Originally it was in the Fast and Furious, where the cars are at the starting line and they're wrapping up and then they take off and they're spinning the tires, and I've seen other guys do it, and it's freaking awesome, and we've tried it, and so far we haven't been able to get it. We're just not skilled enough yet with cameras to be able to do that. But anyway, I kind of tried to take a shot at that, where I was spinning the tires, and then we decided that after we had some of those shots, we decided we want to do some reverse cookies. And the reason for that, or reverse donuts, depending on what part of the country you're in. The reason for that is if you haven't ever done spun a cookie in reverse in a front-wheel drive car, you actually might be kind of surprised. It does pretty good. It spins pretty fast as long as you've got a slick surface. Well, I've got snow on top of gravel, and so it just dug down through the snow down to the gravel, and it was kind of hooking up on me a little bit. But anyway, we started spinning some cookies, and that was fun, but you know, the footage of that's really not that great, not very exciting, so I'm not convinced that very much of that's going to make it into the final cut, but that'll kind of be Jeff's call on that. And so we get that done, and I'm thinking, all right, how can we, you know, kind of add another level of coolness to this video, and you know, I want to make sure that as we go along, I like to improve and improve and improve, and you know, offer you guys better content every time and stuff. And on our bigger videos, you know, I want to make sure that they're at least as good as we can make them. And so I was thinking, we've got we're just out on a country road out here. We've got a long country road. I was thinking it'd be cool if I just came hauling ass by, blow by, and have a little trail of snow going behind me and stuff. And so I tried that, and it actually worked out really well. It turned out pretty cool going the one way, and so then I was thinking that'd be cool to put that somewhere in the middle, and then to have at the very end of it have me going the other way, you know, zooming off kind of into the distance and stuff, and it actually worked out pretty good. I'm probably going to speed it up a little bit because I wasn't actually going that fast. I was going like 40, and I was white knuckling the shit out of my steering wheel because it was freaking loose as a goose. And I was really pretty convinced I was going to end up off in the ditch, but it didn't. Everything was good. And so, you know, that was kind of the I guess, highlights and a little bit of behind the scenes story on that one. You know, we decided it'd be kind of funny to play with a very much fair weather car, you know, out in the snow and in the cold. And, you know, we had a little bit of an issue with starting, and we had definitely an issue with traction and this stupid cat. And all that kind of stuff. So overall, we'll consider it a win. We'll consider it, you know, one more getting ready to be finished up and come out, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. And in the meantime, I want to tell you guys thank you very much for checking out our videos. Those of you who have subscribed, thank you very much, and I appreciate the likes and the comments and all that kind of stuff. And in the meantime, just stay tuned for the Alero in the Snow video. Thank you very much for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.